Hi, I'm Cindi McGee, and you're watching Polymer Clay TV. Today I'm sharing how to make a colorful floral veneer with a Bohemian feel. This veneer was inspired by an ad I saw on Facebook for a shower curtain. I saw the design and immediately knew I had to try to recreate it in polymer clay. This project has a lot of steps, and as I have created it, includes a lot of materials and tools. Since I am using so many items, I'm including an actual supply list as a reference. However, do not let this extensive list scare you away from making this veneer yourself. You can create something very similar using any colors you wish, with any silk screens, any floral molds, etc. I began by conditioning and rolling some light blue pearl. This is Sculpey 3, and I rolled it to a number 2 on my clay machine. For the first layer, I'm going to be sponging on a bit of off-white paint, and I'm actually using a blend of Summer Linen and Sandcastle, but it's basically just a bit of an off-white and a sand color. I blended them together just a touch and randomly sponged the surface of the sheet. The original design has a bit of a peacock blue or a dark turquoise touch here and there on the background, and to get that effect here I waited till my paint was dry, and then I'm just using my fingertips to apply some of this peacock blue randomly over the surface of the sponge painted area on the clay. Now it's time to start silk screening the layers. I'm using an assortment of silk screens, some mandalas in different sizes and some florals to get the effect that I want. For my first layer, I'm using this mandala from the Floral Frame silk screen. These are createalong.com silk screens. Place it orange side down onto the clay sheet and just give it a rub to make sure that it's really flat and ready to apply your paint. For this first layer on my veneer, I'm using Eggplant and Night Sky and the Blue Calico paint, and I'm going to apply it in a bit of a different way. Now you certainly could use paintbrushes or your card to apply it, but I'm actually going to use cotton swabs and apply it in different sections. I did decide that I wanted a green center, so I'm using a bit of the Inchworm green paint to fill in the center of that first silk screened image. And here is your finished multicolored image. Now normally I would wash the silk screen before proceeding, but because of the random effect of this finished veneer, I don't mind if a touch of that paint from the first screening gets onto the background and I am using it right away. So I'm just going to place it where I want next and reapply the colors in the same areas. Once the second one was complete, I did go ahead and immediately wash that silk screen to get all of that paint out of it. Based on that original fabric pattern, the next step is to apply some off-white flowers, smaller ones, randomly over the surface. And I'm using this Flower Festival silk screen to do that. Once those little white flowers were dry, it was time to move on to the next layer, which uses the chick yellow and the yellow ochre. I'm using my Cindy's Peacocks silk screen from my collection at Create Along to do the next layer, and I'm using this sort of peacock mandala. It does sort of have a flower-like shape. So I just need to determine where I want to place them, and I do want them to overlap some of the others. That gives that random effect of the original piece. And use the same cotton swab, but again you could use a paintbrush if you wanted to add the different layers of color to this image. I added several of those and let them dry, and then it was time for the next layer. And for that I'm using the large rose on this Coming Up Roses silkscreen and the Night Sky, which is sort of a navy blue paint. Once all the blue flowers were dry, I came back with the Flower Festival silkscreen and a slightly larger flower and used the inchworm paint to add those over the surface randomly. Once the green flowers were dry, I came back with my Cindy's Peacocks silkscreen and used the Desert Turquoise to silkscreen another flower overlapping the already silkscreened images. To begin the dimensional layers, I mixed some Sunset Pearl with some red clay and rolled it to a number 1 on my clay machine. And then I'm using one of the texture sheets to add some texture to the clay sheet. This one is called Flower Screen. Then I used one of the flower cutters to cut the base for my first dimensional embellishment. I did redo this 3 times and made 3 of these. To create the next layer on these dimensional flowers, I'm just using some beige clay. This is Sculpey 3. You can use any light tone that you'd like. And I'm using this floral push mold. I made 3 of the same flower to put on the top of those red ones. And then I made some other flowers with the same clay using the same mold, and then I made some little cherry blossoms using a silicone mold. To add a little bit of mottled color to the surface of those flowers, I'm sponging on a little bit of paprika paint. I also sponged a little bit of the same paint around the outer edges of the red base flowers. To enhance the details on the other molded flowers, I used the decorator chalks, and again, I just used my finger to apply them. Because I'm a dimension and texture junkie, I wanted to add one more design element. And to do that, I'm using the floral cutter, and I'm just randomly pushing it into the clay base veneer. Not all the way through, I just want to leave an impression of the flower. Now it's time to determine the arrangement that you like for your dimensional flowers over the silk screened background. Once you have it so that you like it, I used a touch of liquid clay to adhere the flowers to the silk screened background. The last step was to add a little embellishment to those dimensional flowers with some coordinating colors of Hot Fix cabochons. And now my finished veneer is ready to be made into polymer trading coins, jewelry, and more. Join us on the Polymer Clay Tribe Facebook page for lots of creative inspiration and to share your projects to inspire others. Need more inspiration? Check out the Polymer Clay TV blog for tons of creative ideas.